I didn't want him to touch the ball or score at all. Like I wanted him to, you know, feel that and understand like for the rest of his life that that video will be on YouTube and you got 7-0 and I don't ever want you to I feel like that was a really humbling experience for him. Like a humbling experience for him.
You really think he gonna take it? Now the YouTube channel I watch, you always came out and accepted every challenge. He ain't gonna shoot like that on me from the perimeter. He got to lay it up every time. He's not gonna shoot jumpers from the outside like that. He's definitely not going.
The worst thing to do as a hooper is to trash talk the wrong person. What's even worse is to not only trash talk an NBA prospect but also get humbled bad in front of everyone. 5 years ago, a trash talker challenged the now NBA player Nation Highland aka Bones to a 1v1 and it didn't go as planned. It backfired so badly for the arrogant hooper. You can clearly tell by Nation energy that he was out for blood. He was not there to have fun or make friends. He was trying to teach the trash talker a lesson. So the question is, what made him so mad that the humble pro player had to prove a point to his opponent?
There's a viral video of you actually posted 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it has 3.4 million views on YouTube. You playing at the park, one-on-one. I think the title is you destroying 2 Philly trash talkers. Yeah. You actually beat the second guy 7-0. Tell us what happened that night.
All right, so that it's like that league is called a Czech Rock League, but you couldn't see, you know, the league playing. But we was at a league called Czech Rock League, and this was after the game. We was finished playing, so we just chilling on a like a little stepping stool type of thing. You know, it started becoming like a comparison thing, and I really don't get compared, you know, back at home, you know, with other guys and stuff like that. And I was keeping myself out of the conversation. I wasn't having no conversation or comparing, you know, this guy to this guy. And man, out of nowhere, it, you know, one guy just said, "Yeah, like, I like me better than, you know, Bones and da da." And I heard it. I'm like, "Bro, what, bro?" And I don't like them. Like I said, I'm very competitive. So just hearing those words, like that just makes me instantly just tap into my mode. And I instantly said, "Man, like, you want to check up? Like, it's a court right there. Like, we could go over there and we could check up."
Nation was minding his business and a random hooper started mentioning his name and talking trash. So Nation stepped up to the challenge and had to prove a point. However, before he faced off with his main rival, he had to face another trash talker who wanted to prove himself. He did put up a decent fight. He scored few buckets, however, he still lost. Bones was too much for him. You can easily tell the difference between their skills just by looking at the way they shoot and how they dribble the ball.
Let's go, Bo. Cash!
And then it was time to teach the trash talker a lesson. After all, the first challenger was not really who Nation wanted to humble.
Hey, put the little nigga on.
Yeah, Bones. Talk heavy, Bones.
Put the little nigga on, yo. Bones, check up. Put the little nigga on.
As soon as the game started, Bones went beast mode. He was draining threes back to back, getting every single rebound and overall dominating the entire game. It was so humiliating that mid-game Bones literally started dancing and not taking his opponent seriously. The trash talker got skunked 7-0. He didn't even get the chance to touch the ball. It had to be one of the most embarrassing losses on YouTube. Saying that you are better than someone and then immediately getting skunked in front of a large crowd is a massive L.
And after that, you know, I feel like it was a pride thing with those two guys and didn't really want to come down to their senses and understand that they couldn't do nothing with me. So we went onto the court and the first guy I wasn't even supposed to be playing him, but I guess he was just a little brave. But the first guy got him out the way. Then the second guy was I really wanted to play, and I didn't want him to touch the ball or score at all. Like I wanted him to feel that and understand, like, for the rest of his life that video will be on YouTube and you got 7-0, and I don't ever want you to I feel like that was a really humbling experience for him, like, to understand, like, bro, you have to be humble sometimes to understand, like, don't compare yourself to nobody or put yourself over nobody, be humble. So no, I feel like that was a very humbling experience for him.
He lost 7-0. There ain't no rivalry. Nation, he's dead now. Gotta have to understand that just because someone is calm and quiet doesn't mean that they can't hoop. TJS is a prime example of a humble hooper. TJS was at a basketball park minding his business, and then a random guy approached him and started challenging him in front of everybody.
I don't think you're gonna shoot like that, dog. You really think you're gonna take it? Now the YouTube channel I watch, you always came out and accepted every challenge. And we talking about the same YouTube channel. I don't know. Just a little quick 87. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. Ain't gonna hurt nobody, right? A little quick 87 ain't gonna hurt nobody. He ain't gonna shoot like that on me from the perimeter. He gonna have to lay it up every time. My man said he ain't jumping from the outside like that. Definitely not going. Definitely ain't no Bix's engraving, none of that bullshit going on. Y'all already know, man. Never lost in there in Waukegan, ever. You know what I'm saying? Like 51 in there in this bitch. The dude right here, he claimed that he about to do his thing, but he ain't never played like me before. So. You want the ball first, man?
You can tell that Tristan was not in the mood for games. However, he had no choice but to humble dude real quick. The trash talker had all the confidence in the world. You would think that at least he's gonna score a few buckets or at least put up a fight. However, he failed to realize that TJS is a different breed. Just like Nation, the challenger didn't even get to touch the ball. TJS was torching dude left and right. TJS ended up skunking and humbling the challenger that everyone on the park felt embarrassed for him.
Can't come to the party no more. That is disgraceful.
His ass just got played. We don't know representing Waukegan. You don't know him.
Hey, my foot up.
We don't know you. We don't know you. For real.
This was the most disrespectful yet humbling thing this man has ever done. If that guy in red practiced with his hands as much as he does with his mouth, he'd be invincible. Let this be a lesson: never trash talk anyone and always be humble and respectful.
I'm always trying to walk the line between us. So pay no mind to my pride. I don't need it. I don't need it.
Bro, you have to be humble sometimes to understand, like, don't compare yourself to nobody or put yourself over nobody, be humble. So no, I feel like that was a very humbling experience for him.